Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. This is Mohammed Alinjai. I said let me come and make this video because it's about time we tell Gambians honestly, without fear, without hesitation, the problems and challenges we face. And there is no one to blame but UDP. UDP, ñoñu dugal ci mess bu ñeka. Before it was all APRC. APRC was the one that politicized the embassies. APRC, it was all about one person. Well, Gambia, we have come to another situation whereby UDP is all about what man? Honorable Lawyer Ousainou Darboe. UDP, since 1996, have been all about what? One person. UDP, ak policies, ak plans, you guys wax yep. All we see is UDP, Lawyer Ousainou Darboe. You guys know the history very well about how UDP came to form. So I'm not even going to go into that. Why? For the past, 20 years, it's been all about what? Who? Honorable Lawyer Ousainou Darboe. UDP, their only leader who's been out there has been who? Lawyer Ousainou Darboe. With all that he has sacrificed for Gambia, it's about time ñu door digital ñeneen other than just one person. And how did President Adama Barrow come to being? Ak lum yagon UDP yep. When did President Adama Barrow, kañ lañ tànn President Adama Barrow? When Honorable Lawyer Ousainou Darboe was where? In jail. Because of what? Because of then gain on Simberabi and all that stuff. You already know how that went, right? Fine. But the fact if Lawyer Ousainou Darboe was still out there, they would not have been in coalition. Because Lawyer Ousainou Darboe, dem na sa kër faatu mu ne, he had no doubt na suñ tànnutoon UDP candidate, there would not be change. Meaning that he only has faith in UDP. Why UDP lan lañ defagum? What have UDP done? For the past 1 year, 4 months, UDP has the majority. 31 seats in parliament. And you want to tell me UDP can legislate? UDP has not passed any laws other than what? Lulena Anjeri Nyom. The age limit was the first thing they target. I told you this before, Gambia. One electoral reform was all about what? The age limit. Pullan, Honorable Lawyer Ousainou Darboe mumuna run. But what happened? When they knew Funeka ni ñom dominate in parliament, ñu ne len rush age limit be. That is the most important thing they had to do. To rush the age limit because what? Ajara Fatoumata Tambajang was their VP. The most important position, ñu nga xamne ñoo nekk fofu nonu, ñan lañ ko jox? UDP. Foreign Affairs, Honorable Lawyer Ousainou Darboe. You would have thought, Nessa, him being a lawyer, with all the efforts and the fight he's done in the justice system, you would have thought he would be the Minister of Justice, right? But no. The Minister of Justice was not as powerful because you know why? They didn't want to make him a sacrificial lamb. Because hamne justice in Gambia, nehut. So it's going to be an easy target for him, right? It's a complicated situation, Buneka. Ninelan, Nenko Joh Minister of Foreign Affairs, so that he can travel all around the world. Convince Nitine, it is all about who? Lawyer Ousainou Darboe. Lutama wax lolu moy. Lawyer Ousainou Darboe, what happened after the parliamentary elections? You heard him. He didn't say na UDP jël nañ réew mi de. Mu ne, Lawyer Darboe banko ta. Déguma soose. Why? Translation bi ñu ne, Lawyer Darboe si boppam mu ne, wax leen ne man Lawyer Darboe jël naa réew mi. And there is a sitting president ko xamne UDP la joge wonde dem neka independent. Why xoolu sa president Adama Barrow because mu ko wonne mom moko gëna am doole. Lawyer Darboe, Honorable Lawyer Darboe, di suñ kilifa mu ne mom jël na réew mi. Lawyer Darboe banko ta moy jël na réew mi. Loolu lam wax. For the past 20 years it has all been what? About UDP. UDP Lawyer Darboe, not UDP, the party. Lawyer Darboe, mom lañ ñon pousse. What happened when President Adama Barrow went down there and formed a youth movement? You saw the chaos that happened. Sisters UDP now, wow, what is Barrow doing? What is Barrow doing? Why is he forming a youth movement? The Vatas UDP. Guess what happened? The UDP sycophants started attacking President Adama Barrow. Then what did Adama Barrow do? He caved in, like we knew he would. When he went to Turkey, what did he say? Before the coalition, I was with my party. And when I taught the country, that was what forced them to the table. Because they knew what? We were more powerful, right? UDP. Lawyer Dabo Honako, Mune Sugay Tanu Tonko Hamne UDP, Dundon Munaja Rumi. He has said it openly time and time again. Gambia, help yep. Nyata nit not how the hell UDP, si struggle bini, right? It's not that they owe us anything. Then couldn't def because of it's a duty. Ñun bu ñoo tok di auto reconciliation. What happened at first Njago Choy buñ toge Yaya Jammeh ne du leen jox permit pour guide them. We had to come out and say, you know what, they have a right to movement. They have to issue them a permit pour guide them to réew mi. Because lolu sa right la. Muy APRC muy keneen kuñ buga xañ sa right pour nga protest. Ñun am nañ right bi pour taxaw ne dañ leen wara xeexal. Why Gambia's problem is UDP. Lee is not an attack or just UDP. It's the truth. Because UDP capitalizes on ignorance. UDP capitalizes on lunje wax moy yeni wa Banjuli. So they lunje mom then instill dara in that rural area ne ñom UDP. If you look at Banjul, Gambia's history, you look at the population in size. We are a small nation. We are a small nation. But the way we were formed, there is obviously a majority. So we're here, tribalists. But that is not the issue. The issue is, look at our geography, how people vote on. They don't vote on the best policy. Gambia, let me just ask you a question. If it was based on the most experience, the best speech, the best communicator, during that coalition conference, you honestly want to tell me, with that speech that President Adama Barrow, that former candidate for president, the speech that he gave at the convention, you want to tell me that speech was enough for everybody to rally behind him? Hell no. We know who gave this best speech. We knew who tried to unite the people with a coalition. But he was sidelined. Because Koku, Eute, ak limo jema jangal Gambiani, Newbari, they see it as Kuhamdara Warulo. It's like Janga, then could Sufi law. It is only now in Gambia's history whereby education is secondary. They don't care much about it. Ignorance is what we reward. Blind support is what we reward. Follow the leader is what we support. Lawyer Ousainou Darboe. For the past 20 years, you want to tell me UDP don't have no other leader? Hola aja yam seka lum play si role bi. Si time impasse be si coalition bi yep. Pull form. Feka Lawyer Darboe was not there. Then they talk the dega aja yam seka nemam lately. Nope. Lawyer Darboe Bankota. Mune mom jel na rewmi. You would think when Yaya Jammeh stood on national TV ne mom rewmi deka bi fi mako mom. Ñep di wax. You would think ne Lawyer Darboe, as humble as we thought ne he is, you would think ne Lawyer Darboe would not say those words ne mom Lawyer Darboe jel na rewmi. And there is a sitting president there, the President Adama Barrow. So with these mayoral elections, this is a referendum, Gambia. This is all about UDP. Talib Bensouda, I have nothing against him. He's a brother. I know the brother, Sidi. We went to the same school. I have respect for these people. But I don't think that Talib Bensouda has what it takes to stand up to the mighty UDP Pulwahlen Dega. The only reason why Talib Bensouda joined the UDP is because he knows he has a better chance winning with UDP than being an independent. He wants the backing of a big political party. Once he goes into office, it's all going to be all about UDP. The UDP will make Talib Bensouda know ñom ñoko fa tek. This is what UDP does. President Adama Barrow bés bu mu toogoon ne lan coalition independence mu toog di wax ne unity bu mu demee ba form youth movement. What did UDP do? Si saa si gaay doo di wax ne MOU bi must be respected. The 3 years na Adama Barrow nañu abal. Who? These sycophants were saying that. So Gambia, this is a war. The war minimum war here. A gagnante. I mean verbally, I mean politically. Comme que Adama Barrow mune mom, he is a political animal. He came from the UDP. President Adama Barrow, the people talk for the past 1 year, 4 months, you know, munge one meeting, he is from the UDP. MOUB, the Memorandum of Understanding, what did they do? Jamfa. Then Jamfa political party, yep, Chilugaw. Nelen, there is no coalition. Tactical alliance la gay form. What did my Ahmad Fati come and say? Mune mom si convention bi. Mo di male guy, pull guy, tana UDP. He had to go and convince the government and other people to join UDP. Why? What did they do after they got what they wanted? Jamfa, Saniko. Mr. Maifati, go and sit down there and wait for us. We think that you are too presidential. You have this ambition that you want to be a president. So it cannot align with what Nyunbuga. But when it came to crushing other people, stepping down on APRC, or being tough, Nineland, bring back my party. Here's what we want. Because UDP, send interest, it is not about the national interest. What has UDP parliament done in parliament for the past 1 year? What have they done, Gambia? Other than age limit be, so that lawyer Ousainou Darboe can run, so that Ajaratu Fatimata Tambayang can be the VP, right? UDP, so that they can what? Lower the amount of money that these MPs would be able to pay to stand for what? Parliamentary elections. Pullan, UDP, Numunko afford. UDP has taken the government because President Adama Barrow came from the UDP. Temom Nobuko. UDP went to parliamentary elections, they had the most seats. UDP, Sisasi lawyer Darboe gain and mom lawyer Darboe Bankota, Jelna Reumi, lawyer Darboe, mom Mowah Lulu. I am not putting words into his mouth. You know what I'm talking about, Gambia. Lawyer Darboe went to Bansang. Munewa Bansang. Fingen jel. Sidat yen Bansang lole na complain. Lole na complain. Ah? Nyen ne wax ne di ngeen tas UDP. Te yen yela ngi ni. Sidat Diop Bansang. Ñeneen mu tudda sen turi. Ah? Mu tudda kan? Minister of Finance. Ñom ñep mu tudda len di len won ne this is all about UDP. Embassy. It has been all politicized. You have our good brothers, Ibrahim Adiba, UDP. Mune kubuga teki, demal UDP. You have Bamba Mas, our big brother there, in England, UDP. Right there, at the embassy. You have other UDP supporters in Dubai, other places. UDP wants to take the entire nation. And UDP, manfuma de gana piss moy. They feel like you need to walk their lines. Talk their talk. So that ngamuna teki, so that nyumuna recognize. What were they saying when Yaya Jammeh was out there dishing money? Sigeweli and all this nyom Jaliba Koyate midan we Yaya Jammeh. What were they saying? He's a sellout. Jaliba is a sellout. What happened after the impasse? Jaliba no way coalition. Ha! Nga just nyom lawyer Darboe. Because you're Halis. Darboe Jula why? Yen. Dafa am lu xew Gambia dañ passé yi fi sabar yi fi kora yi fi fecca liggéey leen réew mi. Work for the Gambians. Do not just see yourselves. Work for the entire nation. This is our problem. So mota manelen Gambia this mayoral elections man I tend to believe that the silent majority ñu eewu ñu nga xam nañ fu ñu wara dugal seen carte ñoo ëppa dañ ñu nga xam ne dañoo ñëw ne leen benn ci nga ngóog sabara ngóog kora ngóog ñëw leen ngeen votal kii wala ñu ñëw jox la dos ay trash bins. And the genuineness, politics is politics. But if you were not doing it yesterday, why do it today? Few months before you run for mayoral elections. Man, I have respect for the brother. But guess what? Now we see the Commission of Inquiry, led by the mom, Auntie Ami Bensouda. I have seen a picture of her wearing yellow. But with the role that she is playing right now with the Commission of Inquiry, you would think that she would be more independent. There's no one picture out there that you can show ne suma papa way back time in APRC. Time guy don't want an APRC, like he's an APRC member. They could not show you one bahanabu green bumsor. Namuge support APRC. Or one rally that he went to. But no, now we are seeing Anti-Emi Bensouda, Disunyun Yai. We are seeing her wearing yellow because of what Doma Munge run for me. UDP, Taliban Bensouda, if he wins this is going to be politicized. This is going to be a UDP development project. That's it. UDP. Lental, UDP, Guy, UDP, KMC. I remember fully well when my dad was there, he stopped all this funding of the Johnity, Halis, Depas, and all this stuff. He cut all that stuff up. Because ligay moko for you born. Why kubuga ligay do fa de yaga. Do de yaga because if you don't politicize things like Yankuba Koli num politicize on the APRC bureau. Nyom suñ amon suñ muson sax they would support Bakari Badji. Because you know why? The man has the experience. This is not like Rambo Jado, our good brother, because of what? Because mom, he's already been politicized too much with the APRC. Ne mom APRC send affaire la jital. The one that Daily Observer, New Def Managing Director, he was only propaganding for Yaya Jammeh. His good image to be out there. You see what I'm saying? So Talib Bensouda, once he goes into that office, he will be pushing for Lawyer Darboe because he will think that he owes Lawyer Darboe. He will think that he owes UDP a favor for putting him into office. Because politically, nobody knew him. Politically, he was not out there until just before the impasse, after the elections with this, Gambia has decided. So, lima ampul wahlen Gambia moy. Bakari Badji is the man. Reason being, he's independent. Two, he has good plans, policies for Gambia, for KMC. And he will push the agenda forward without no influence of any political party. Tafa jital youthi, jital ndawi, jital jigeni. Bring in radical changes with systems. Put computerized systems so that sun taxes be held accountable. Ñu xam fan la duga. Liggéey réew mi. Youthi am nañ ci mom yaakar. So youthi bu len tiaxane li. UDP ñoy suñ problème. Papa Njai mean joge UDP. Legi na independent la. Because of lu xew Talib Bensouda gaay dem tana. Papa Njai ñu ko ñaan mu dem bola Bakari Badji ak Assane Martin, you did well by making sure ne agenda rek la ñoo push nga dem join ko xamne fokk nga ne waaye yeen jëm leena manko ngeen nekk bena within these few days ngeen dem wax nit ñu sanil Bakari Badji because you know what so leena caaxaan yeen mi di split vote ngeen dem UDP ida jël ko wala guess what Rambo Jata of APRC de ngeen tok ni wax ne woy sama waam suñ yegoon UDP is Gambia's problem. And UDP, one Lawyer Darboe Bankota is what matters. Te put them against them. Nusani la saga la khasla, dugal la fo dekut. So man, right now these days, my war is with UDP. Not because I have any hate or animosity towards them. But because for the past 1 year, 4 months, we have not seen any progress, any development. We have not seen UDP's parliament lead any efforts to bring about change. Electoral reforms waron nañu sigil solo sanding yan nako ya safara ajana by passing that, making that a forced agenda just to show that they were really serious about change. While once they went into power, what happened? Those laws favored them. Fum neka legi ku buga yi fi protest ñu ne la demal ci kasso gi, just like they did Gunjur. Right now these people are there locked up, illegally arrested because of what? UDP. Dañ fogg ne ñi dañ bëgga japataay dañ bëgga ta réew mi. UDP moy problème yi réew mi nañ leen ko waxte de UDP la, nobody but UDP ñoñu dugal ci mes bi. Lawyer Darboe Bankota lool waroon nañ ko rus de jéem leen a def ndox nak seen boppay Gambia ni ngeen elect koo xam ne dina leen defal development ci biir réew mi te du xool benn party interest. Ibrahima Diawo Coach Passamba Diaw ñoom ñëpp ñu leen a gërëm lu ñëwee di support candidate yoo xam ne foog nañ ne ñoo mën a yóbbu réew mi. Lizzie Yunsin support leen ko jigéen la te wone na ne mun na ko. She has the plans. She has elevated politics in Gambia. Waaw lii passé na yi fi debate yeneen wax yoo xam ne duma ko fay wax waaye UDP ñooy suñ problème Gambia soo leen électé UDP tas ngeen suñ réew mi because for the past 1 year 4 months defuñ dara asalaamaaleykum